Allegroman, Allegroman, coming down to the yard in his Volvo. Oh yeah, look at his funny face.
Now then.
Allegroman. Fancy cup of tea, mate? Yeah, all right then.
Now then.
Now then what?
I've brought you a car.
Why have we got yet another MGTF in the yard?
Because Allegroman has been extra brave. Not only was he brave with sticking his neck out restoring an MG ZR in the last video, I've taken this in part exchange.
That's not bravery, now. That's not bravery. There's another word for that, and I'm not going to tell you what it is until later on.
You could say it might have been, I don't know, but when I saw the condition of this, I realised that the ZR could have a really good home.
What we have here then is an MGTF, an MGTF, an MGTF. Apparently it's a, ow, my neck! This is an MGTF 135 Allegroman.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and it's in trophy blue, and it is, well, it looks like the kind of car that you've done a restoration job on, but you haven't.
No, as I said,
lucky?
I've taken it in part exchange against the ZR, and when I saw the condition of it, I realised that the ZR is going to get a damn good home. Because this guy, he's kind of done a little bit of a package here, I would say, for somebody to buy. It's in trophy blue. I haven't brought it with me, but you will see photographs of it on eBay, and we will get a photograph of it in the video. It has a trophy blue hardtop, which he basically ordered from a company where you can order a hardtop and have it sent to you in the colour done. And the plate is included.
Oh, good.
The wheels on it are in really nice condition. Obviously, MGTFs have different size tyres at the front to the back. So it's got matching tyres at the front, matching tyres at the back, make-wise.
Make-wise.
It's just really, really been looked after. And then I've got a little bit of pièce de resistance for somebody. It is 35,000 mile motor car.
That's not a lot.
No.
Allegroman,
Yes.
I like this car. And now I'm actually pleased that you brought it round.
You should be.
So when you first turned up, I thought, oh, for sake, I'll bleep that bit out. I can't test drive any more MGTFs.
You should test drive anything I give you.
So I presume it's had absolutely no restoration on this at all. It's just not needed it.
Well, as this is just how it is, it's come to me. I mean, I'm not going to get involved in anything, for want of a better way of putting that, because I really don't feel I need to. You know, like I say, it's belonged to an enthusiast who's really put his heart into it in terms of ordering a hard top, having a plate, and just enjoying it. But he just got to a point where they had this car, they had an MG3, and son had passed his driving test. They passed the MG3 on to the son, and all of a sudden they had a convertible. He decided, he said to his wife, shall we look for a normal car? He says, I want to keep an MG, so he basically chose to look for a Z car.
Yeah.
So,
and now he's got yours.
and now he's got the MG ZR.
Allegroman's driving the car because I've driven enough Fs and TFFFs recently, and maybe I can't be bothered. What do you think? Do you like driving it? Have you ever thought maybe I should just keep one of these because it's really good?
Well, yes, but
But you don't, do you?
no.
No. This suits you. All that wind in your hair and everything.
I don't know which is the most annoying. Your hair when you pick it up off the seat, or the Jack Russell hairs.
There.
Can I keep Paul Rover Man quiet?
You can give it a go. Now, you know about the engine range in these cars, don't you?
Yes.
So we have this one, which is the 135 brake horsepower, 1.8 kk series, and we have the one like mine, which is a 1.8, but without the bigger cams, which is 118 brake horsepower. Then, of course, we have the 160, which has variable valve timing, which was originally 143 brake horsepower, and then up to
160.
Yeah. And what about the other engines?
And well, there's a 1.6.
Yeah.
I don't know of anything after that.
Well as the 1.6 and 1.8 variants, there is the L series diesel.
In a TF?
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
You just haven't driven one.
Well, no, and even if MG Rover weren't daft enough to do that, who would be?
Oh, you're going to make a serious point, are you?
You say things I don't expect you to say just to see what reaction you get out of me. You know you do that.
I don't.
You do.
I don't. I'm just trying to educate you.
You educate me.
You're a man of simple means. You kicked me out for saying that. Now, you never get fed up with driving an MGF or an MGTFFF. They're just intoxicating. They're rather narrow and cozy. So while I sit next to my little friend Allegroman here, whose seat is still in his position, which is causing me discomfort, I don't mind, because it's still lovely and fun with a capital FFF.
God, you're really taking it out of that plate, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm always ready to say the best of the range is just the 1.8, 118 brake horsepower, because the 1.6 isn't as powerful, and these you need to rev quite a bit for them to work. But I'm not really feeling it with this, so maybe it's down to mileage. Maybe the ones with more of an honest, proper 80,000 miles have had just a bit more wear than I've realised in the past, because this feels really, really eager to go. You're supposed to drive an MG kind of driven back like a relaxed, sporty man. Although, of course, they are considered a girly car and you're supposed to drive it like that. Well, that's the old lady driving position though, isn't it? What do you think? Are you an old lady?
No.
You're more of an old lady than I am.
Hang on a minute, no.
Are you trying to say that you're more manly than me?
I'm younger than you.
Yeah? Okay, let's wait till we get to the 50 before we actually do 50. We can let the man in the van behind just think, why is he going so slowly? Well, you're about to find out. Because we're in third gear and we're going to go bing! And there we go, 50 miles per hour. Simple. It's a lot more comfortable than my F, to be honest. That does sort of clatter and bang as you go along, because the disadvantage of the old system with the hydrogas is that the nitrogen disappears, and unless you're prepared to buy new spheres, then the problem's never really going to go away. And apparently you can't get hold of them now. And I'm always saying I prefer the F because I think it's prettier. But then it's not in a colour like this. So maybe I'm going to change my mind a bit. Not that I'll admit it. Gosh, no. Oh no. As much as I don't like to admit it, it makes it a more usable classic. But when I get back in my F,
I'm glad I was recording there when you didn't even ask me to.
Oh look. Zadur! Just like the one that you had. Well, there's a turnaround. A Lagoon ZR coming up the other way. which we're only in this because of a Lagoon ZR.
Yes.
Go on then. One thing I like about stopping in the MG-F or the TF is that you can stop and leave the key in the ignition.
Can you?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Well, the roof isn't just going to close itself, is it?
All right then.
Bye!
Yes, I will agree with that.